It's always wild when a fake master struts in, claiming they can take on anyone, only to get humbled by a real fighter in seconds. Instant karma, anyone? It's pretty disheartening to see these so-called masters in martial arts pulling the wool over people's eyes with flashy, unrealistic techniques that don't really work. They often claim to have some godlike powers, showing off with big, dramatic demonstrations and wild stories to convince people to follow them. Sadly, they use people's trust to build a following, turning their fake skills into a money-making scheme. But sooner or later, some of these guys get bold enough to step into the ring and face real, professional fighters. And that's when the truth hits hard. They get knocked out quickly, and all their nonsense comes crashing down in a way that's impossible to deny. Here's a classic case of a Shaolin monk who forgot to get his hair cut. Instead of heading to the barber, he ended up getting a brutal reality check. All right, folks, our so-called Kung Fu master's attempt at faking a defeat is not going well. He couldn't even knock this guy down. A self-proclaimed Tai Chi master takes on a pro MMA fighter. Let's see how this turns out. A TV presenter went viral after exposing a martial arts expert as a fraud. The master boasted about breaking breeze blocks, but the host leaned on them and revealed they were fake. The master stammered, "How did you do that?" as his credibility fell apart.
To be honest, I actually felt these bricks. These are real bricks. I mean, there's no joke. Oh! Wow! Check it out, baby. Guns.
Guns? How the hell did you do that?
Okay.
This martial arts fraud challenges a pro fighter, only to quickly realize that there's no substitute for real skill when it comes to self-defense. In a rematch no one really asked for, the traditional martial artist wants redemption against the MMA fighter after losing the first round. Spoiler alert, he loses again. This karate master walked into a Muay Thai gym, claiming no fighter there could beat him. Let's see how that confidence holds up when it's tested.
Hilang!
12 seconds later.
This guy guy posts videos like he's the next big martial arts expert. But after facing an amateur MMA fighter, his act got exposed. Knocked out cold in just 6 seconds. This so-called master picks a fight with the wrong person and ends up getting a painful reality check. A street fighter walks into an MMA gym, bragging about his decade of training with monks. The coach, amused, accepts the challenge. But instead of winning, the guy gets a swift lesson in instant karma.
Nice.
15 seconds.
Game over.
He was flailing his arms, trying to show off and psych out his opponent like a pro.
Hand. Right stance. No leg kicks right now. Ready? Hajime. Right.
The guy in black claims he can drop anyone with a glance, at least on social media. But in real life, a real martial artist knocked him out faster than you can hit like. Comedy gold. A kung fu expert claims he's invented a deadly fighting style. He even says Mike Tyson wouldn't stand a chance. But instead of facing Tyson, he's up against an amateur. The self-proclaimed master, all swagger and confidence, walked into the ring like he owned the place, flexing his ego. 1 minute later, the MMA fighter knocked him out cold with a single punch. Instant karma at its finest. This so-called kung fu master, convinced his ancient techniques could handle the intensity of MMA, decided to challenge a real professional fighter. After years of fooling people with his flashy moves and rituals, he was finally about to face the cold, hard truth. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed it and want to see more, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.